If this is the best you have, then so be it. To locate this scion, Galvin, I'll need full access to your ship's systems.
Full access?
Huh. You must be out of your mind.
No, I'm right here, completely in my mind. Given this is merely a research ship, I won't be able to find him without it. Perhaps I should have made that clear up front.
Yeah, why don't we just give him full control of the...
Shouldn't be a problem. You're fine, whatever.
That shouldn't be a problem.
Excellent.
Solano's gonna flip when he hears this.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
I'll see you on the bridge.
Our whole mission should be pissing off our captain, right? Are we all in agreement?
Yes.
Solano.
Absolutely.
I'd like to introduce you to Portal 63,
Fuck yeah.
Guardian of the Takan Empire.
Pleasure to meet you, Captain.
Likewise. I can't say I've ever met a portal before. There is no modern equivalent.
But I'm not going to stand up to greet you, as is our custom.
Do you want to talk about how prestigious it is, or say that he's willing to help us?
Just whatever the captain's gonna like the least.
Probably it's a
I've learned
prestigious
it's a very
position.
prestigious position in Takan society. Or was, I suppose. Not just anyone is selected for the role.
And fewer still are suited for it.
How impressive. You spent 600,000 years at your post. That certainly takes an uncommon level of dedication.
We all have our duty.
Of course. But I'm curious. You were stationed there in preparation for what exactly?
Any and all threats to the Empire.
An empire that no longer exists. Which suggests you weren't very successful.
On the other hand, this guy is so diplomatically terrible. Like,
Consulted.
who cares? Anything's gonna piss him off.
I'd be happy to return to Delphi Ardu at any time.
Of course, the fall of the Empire had nothing to do with you. We know that.
Do you? Because it seems your captain has a different opinion.
I'm merely curious where your allegiances might lie. And clearly it's with the Takan.
Yes, Captain. You have found me out and exposed my true loyalties. To the Takan, not to the Scions of the Flame, who do nothing more than tarnish us in name and reputation and don't deserve to be called Takan. That's why I'm here. And if you'd be so kind as to give me access to your ship's systems, we can get on with it. And you can stop wasting my time.
Access to our systems? That's completely out of the question. Tell me that's not what you promised. We're vulnerable enough as it is. And now we're supposed to give him access to everything?
So we try to say I understand, or...
No. The dude's a dick.
Be
Captain
such an
Andor
asshole to
Torres.
him. Basically,
But right now
try to
it's our
get him
best
to
shot at
cry
finding
in his
Galvin
quarters
and
and
that ship.
quit.
There she was, naive enough.
Bully the shit out of him.
Little did she realize the levels of ignorance and incompetence she was up against.
This is going very differently from how the conversation went in my
More than happy to
playthrough.
wither away back on your pathetic little rock.
Captain,
You clearly do not appreciate the magnitude of the threat the Scions pose. So myopic is your focus on your own ego.
He's
I
not
will
wrong.
not be leaving until they have been found.
Commander Rydek, a word.
And to think, I waited 600,000 years for this.
Are we leaving the
Realize
briefing room?
that must
Okay.
be in an incredibly difficult position. I was against seeking him out from the start, but now, to give him access to our systems? It's insane. And you somehow expect me to believe his allegiance is with us? You heard what he said in there. There's no way we can trust him.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I might otherwise agree, but you're missing the most important point. He's a Takan, and he may be loyal to the Takan, but not to the Scions of the Flame. He's against everything they believe in. You heard what he said.
There's too much at stake to be wrong on this.
We sought him out for a reason. To help him find our missing crew, Galvin, and those Elydian ships. This is the plan we agreed to with Ambassador Spock.
Which I never liked. But here we are. You know what this mission means to us. Not just
Oh
for the
my
Federation,
god, dude!
but for me personally. I can't afford
No one ever
to
considers my feelings as captain.
Losing the shield algorithms was bad enough.
This is about more than just
This
you.
could be the end of my career.
I'm sorry,
I
Captain.
kind of like the
No
idea
one's
of like
but millions
a
of
Star
lives
Trek
in the
show that
future of
follows
the
just the
Federation are at
worst,
stake
most
here.
incompetent
Both
captain.
of which are more important right now than your career.
This guy is definitely one of the more incompetent captains in the entire franchise.
Then so be it.
I'm going to trust your instincts on this.
Wow, he actually was neutral on our handling of the
For
situation
both of our
somehow.
sakes.
And now his
Let me
hair
know
is
if you
blue.
find anything.
We're good. You may begin.
I will, of course, have to make a few modifications.
What kind of modifications?
To find Taconian technology requires Taconian technology. If this Scion Galavan modified his ships, then I must do likewise to yours.
Yeah, crystals.
Crystals, crystals.
The galaxy is nearly infinite in size and complexity.
The screen turns on and it's just the opening titles for Final Fantasy XIV, and he's like, "Oh, whoops, sorry," and switches it to the map.
There you are.
What is it? Galvin?
I gotta get my cackpot.
Someone is using Taconian technology. I can't get the precise bearings, but it's located in the Palisades cluster.
I'll let the captain know. Rydick to Solano. I think Portal...
is
Is
that
that
an
called the
option?
Palisades Cluster?
Right there.
I would have thought it was like Palisades or something.
Almost
Oh,
impossible
if
to
it was
lock.
Palisades, that's a very nice town in
Palisades is-
Colorado.
in the
Palisades is what it's
cluster.
called.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's a
You
nice
lock
town
in
in
on the
Colorado.
So
Not until you get me closer.
I like the idea that they went to
Lieutenant
fucking
Handar, set course for the
Denver
Palisades cluster.
to do
It's
their
not
Taconian
Denver.
shit.
Well, I suppose
Palisades
that'll
is
be
like a
what
They had
beautiful
to
wine
fly in
country
and go.
area.
That's
It's
what I get for
past.
questioning the
Well,
advice of my
Palisades
first
is not
officer.
Denver. Palisades
Always
is
have my
past Glenwood Springs.
They say the true measure of a leader is being able to admit your mistakes. So thank you.
Next time I'll do a better job of listening.
Okay, he's all right with that. All right.
Let me know if you find anything.
Wow,
I've
bullying
known a
does
lot of
work.
asshole bosses who would not respond well to that particular line of
I would have
reasoning.
been airlocked.
I didn't
Yeah.
say anything until I was certain. But the reason for the interference is simple. There's a Taconian device on this ship being used to block the signal. Whoever planted it was exceptionally clever. They knew how and where to hide it. But they have underestimated my abilities.
Engineering.
Take care of the Taconian device, and I can find Galvan for you. It's designed to interfere with all transmissions, or at least delay and confuse
Why trust
to find
me
Galvan's
is an
ship.
interesting question to this. Let's see. What do you think?
Why would you trust me with this?
I cannot be sure I trust anyone on this ship, but you and I came to an understanding on Delphi R2. That will have to be enough.
Don't worry, I'll get this fixed. We're going to find that ship.
What's with that painting in the background?
Engineers would have found
I mean,
this
it's
device
Solano's
already
office,
if it
right?
wasn't
Like-
well hidden.
No, that's
Better
the
to rely on my tricorder.
like the briefing room, the observation lounge.
This isn't
There's
the
a lot
briefing
going on
room.
here.
This is the
We
engineering
should scan the
area.
device putting out the most
Yeah, but
radiation
before
to filter
this.
it out.
Ah,
Oh, that's somebody's hand.
Shoot it. It's green.
Why did you destroy the warp core, Rydick? Well, it was green, and I'm supposed to shoot at green things, right?
There's definitely tetrametric radiation nearby. But even with the gain boosted, it's getting drowned out by other sources of radiation in here.
Ah, the glowing wall
A little bit of
consoles.
harmless radiation leakage here, but enough to mask the tetrametric pulses. Easy enough
How
to
do I
cancel.
scroll? Oh,
There's still
arrows.
something drowning out the tetrametric radiation. I need to find it so I could filter it out as well.
go down into the warp core.
We don't have to have a fancy jettisoning system for when there's a breach.
No, we do. It just always fails for dramatic reasons.
Well, the other ship had, like, the fancy tubes. Just drop it.
Jeffrey's tubes thump harmonics from all over the ship. I'll filter that out. There we go.
Wait, are you telling me that
We'll
sound
have
has been disrupting our ability to scan for tetrametric radiation?
It's like when you're trying to drive, you have to turn the radio down.
Found it.
Excuse me, do you belong here? Commander Rydek. I'm
Now
sorry,
we're gonna get
I didn't
accosted
know
by
it
the
was you.
engineers.
Paul. Calloway, right?
Yes, You know, it means a lot that you remembered. What, are you doing back here? I don't mean to pry, but first officers don't usually
You can be
go
nice to
digging
him.
around engineering compartments.
Well, we weren't really looking for him, so it's neat to know.
That's the
Sorry, it's not
meanest
something I can go
option,
into.
John!
Right, of course.
But we're the senior
Forget I
officer.
asked.
Dude!
There is one thing you can help with. Have you seen anyone
Oh,
else
he-
in here
he was
recently
not happy
that
about
is out of
Duh!
I fucked up.
Oh
Maybe
my
someone who doesn't work
god.
in engineering.
Not that I can think of.
I didn't say I wasn't
can
one
ask
of those
around.
terrible bosses.
I'm here almost all the
Oh my
time.
god.
But maybe someone else noticed something?
That would be great. Just be discreet about it. I don't want anyone to be alarmed.
Discretion is my specialty.
That
Oh,
that
I'll
patched
leave you
things
alone
up.
already.
No.
Oh, come to think of it, that Hotari woman was down here earlier with Dr. Duvall finishing the last of the bioscans.
Tylis,
That would be out of the ordinary, right?
thank you.
I'm not sure if this guy ever shows up again, so I don't know if any of that actually mattered.
Maybe Tylis saw something.
Or maybe Tylis was the traitor, spy person.
So, did we have to remove the little card or all of the crystals? The way
guess
this
it was just the
technology works
card.
is...
Tylis, can I speak to you for a moment?
Of course. Is something wrong?
Isn't she a diplomat? What's she
There's
doing
something
in
happening.
sickbay?
I may need your help.
I guess they said that she was helping out with the bioscans.
This is important.
How can I help?
When you were in engineering with Dr. Duvall, did you notice anything out of the ordinary? Or anyone?
Not particularly. Why?
I
Would
found
someone
this
who is...
hidden in a compartment down there.
That's Taconian technology. Does that mean there's a scion on board? But Dr. Duvall bioscanned everything.
How,
Yes, Chris?
how would she know if there was anything out of the ordinary, because she's never
She couldn't have
been on a Federation starship before?
We have to trace every contact, starting with engineering.
I don't know, maybe
which is where the
tricorders are
device is
actually
planted.
really easy
At least
to
that
use.
narrows the list. But we still have to go back quite a while.
Whatever it takes.
It could be anyone.
That includes both of us.
You want me to get scanned? Better to know for sure, right? I'll admit, I was around the scions as much as anybody.
Should we just go ahead and scan her?
We should scan everybody. Make it
Yeah.
fair, make it even.
I would feel more comfortable if you did.
I understand.
Oh, we got...
T-pose.
Yeah!
T-pose.
Now it's your turn.
Why is that necessary?
Sure.
T-pose!
Ah!
Clear.
There's gotta be someone in
Don't
the
sound so
comments.
surprised.
Well, actually, that's
You
not a
spend
T-pose,
plenty of
because their
time with
arms weren't
silence
all the
as
way
well.
out.
You never know.
Let me have
Let's
this
get to
person
it.
in the comments.
Search
Let me
starts
have
in
this.
engineering.
Other people in the comments
Whoever
bully
planted
that
the
person.
device most likely did it within the
The
last
T-pose
4
is an
hours.
antiquated
So I'll
approach
start
to
by
building a
running
modeling
scan,
rig.
tracking
These days we
everyone
use an
through
A pose that
engineering
allows
the
for
last
the
day
arm
in reverse order.
vertices to be better placed
This would
next
take
to
forever to
where the
sort through
shoulders
all the
bend,
people that were
and
engineering.
you guys are wrong.
Campster's pre-bullying you. Why even leave the comment at this point?
I'll filter out the duplicates.
That helps.
Filtering for outliers. People who don't work in engineering.
Isn't this a little
This is
creepy that they track everybody that goes in and out of engineering?
Cross-referencing this list with everyone who's traveled to Hatari.
Star Trek security is
Let's see
very
who's left.
episode dependent. Uh-oh.
Hell yeah, dude. Oh my god. Is it gonna happen, Josh? Is this for
People
real?
that went to Hatari and visited
Is this for
engineering
You
real?
want me to tell you?
have been
No, I want to find out on my own.
According to this, he was here while you went down to Delphi RD4. Which would have been the perfect opportunity. And
It
no one
adds
would
up.
question him. He's the captain.
As much as I hate to admit it, assuming it's true, it does explain why he was so opposed to getting help from Portal.
And he made several trips to Otari, so they had plenty of opportunity to target him.
What happened when Dr. Duval bioscanned Captain Solano?
That's just it. She never did.
How is that possible?
Something more urgent would always come up. There was nothing she could do. But performing a bioscan is the only way to be absolutely sure.
That's not going to be easy. First thing I need to do is get this device to Portal.
Be careful. And good luck.
I'll need it.
Well, that's
Found the
disturbing.
device.
Oh, I guess he has force powers.
Only over to Con Technology.
Interference is gone. I have located Galvin's ship more precisely. He's in the Usonia system.
So then it worked.
This whole region was one of the most sacred for the ancient Takan. What many
Wait a
consider
minute.
the birthplace.
That
of
looks
our
like a single star system, but there's an Usonia system inside it.
based on their current trajectory.
I mean, the image doesn't make sense, but it's called the Palisades Cluster, which implies it's a cluster
Yeah,
of stars.
I feel like the art department maybe missed a few memos on this.
Not that we needed it in the late stages of the Empire, but it was there as a precaution nonetheless.
What kind of weapons are in this arsenal?
It's difficult to know what would have survived from the time of the Empire, but be assured that the damage they have done so far by altering your current technology...
We get it, dude. Your empire or whatever had really cool guns. Bleh.
If Galvin and the other Scions secure the arsenal, they will become extremely dangerous. My people had such power at the height of the Empire,
32-bit graphics.
keeping absolute control over countless worlds. I must speak with them directly.
I like how
However, the presence
the
of this
panel
device
is very pixelated too.
highly likely was placed here
Blast
by a
processing
Scion
would have been a
hidden
better
among
gag
your
there.
crew, and it is unlikely this interference device was the Scion saboteur's only trap. If we reach Galvin and the saboteur cripples your ship, we will be at their mercy. Even my powers will not be able to protect us. Do you know who it is? They may well do more damage if left alone.
I
Do
think
it,
it's
straight up tell
Solano. Do it!
I'm fairly convinced they bioformed Captain Solano.
I knew there was a reason I didn't like him. That explains it. Bioform
Like the subtitle's
is so
just not
rare
working
in the time
again.
of the Empire that I am not able to detect if it has taken place. Proof of your claim is something you will have to produce yourself.
Then we have to bioscan him.
Ooh, that
I'll talk to Dr. Duval.
lip sync also stopped working there too.
Yeah, that looked a little weird.
That's quite the claim.
So we're kind of up on time. Do we want to just keep going
Never
here
imagined
until
this
we
was
hit
this
a
long.
title
I'd be
text?
asking if there was
chapter,
any other
yeah.
possibility.
Yeah.
That would explain why Solano has been too busy for a bioscan lately.
As the ship's doctor, you have the authority to declare him unfit to serve.
If you're right, this is the worst case scenario. Challenging your own captain is a tall order. Are you sure you're prepared?
I mean,
for
I
this?
feel like
If you fail, that's it.
an argument could be made that there's no way that this could not be the highest priority thing anymore, right? Like,
Yeah, like
do the bioscan, and if it comes out clean, you can go back to whatever. It takes 4 seconds. We've
I
established
don't know
that.
if I would be on my own, but with
You
your
could do it
support,
without him even knowing.
I'm sure we can do
Just
it.
sneak on in.
That smooth talking may come in handy.
Ask him like, what is the last letter of a young male's athletic club? YMCA. Yeah.
Will refuse to do it. We need at least another member of the senior staff to support your claim.
Well, don't they have all the memories?
Oh, I guess when you do the A, you actually do it over your head, huh? Yeah. That's too bad. That's too bad.
Just gotta get him to pose. That's the real challenge, is not getting him scanned, it's getting him to pose right.
Y is close. Y is close to what we need.
Yeah. Well, alright. That's it for this week. Next week we will find out if the captain is actually an alien.
The exciting quest of trying to get a captain to T-pose.